Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Through this video we are going to discuss exercise 3.2 question number 2. Question number 1 we have already discussed in the previous video, and some trigonometric identity and tricks to remember sign of trigonometric identity we have discussed in the previous video. So if you are new in my channel, I will give the link in the description box. You can get from there. Without knowing the sign of trigonometric function, you won't be able to solve. That is why I have already given the sign of trigonometric function, means tricks to remember the sign of trigonometric function, how to remember that sign of trigonometric function. So I will give the link in the description box. You can get from there. Also, if you are still not subscribing my channel, do subscribe my channel for more updates. So today we are going to discuss question number 2. Sin x equal to 3 by 5, comma x lies in second quadrant. So x lies in second quadrant. So in second quadrant, this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant. This first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So in the previous video we have already discussed, in the first quadrant all the trigonometric functions are positive here. In second quadrant only sine and cosec are positive here. So in third quadrant only tan and cot are positive. So in fourth quadrant only cos and sec are positive. So in the question it is given sin x equal to 3 by 5, x lies in second quadrant. Where is x lie? X lies in second quadrant. That means x lies in second quadrant. Here which trigonometric function are positive? Only sine and cosec are positive, but rest of the trigonometric function are negative in second quadrant. Now we have to calculate the rest of this trigonometric function value, right? So here is the solution. Question number 2, solution given sin x equal to 3 by 5. Now sin is related with cosec x, isn't it? So we can write here sin x, right? Sorry, this one, sin x. As we know, what we know, sin x equal to 1 by cosec x, right? So we can write here cosec x equal to 1 by sin x. Now put the value of sin x. Value of sin x is given 3 by 5. This equal to 5 by 3. So we got the value of cosec x. It is how much? 5 by 3. This is cosec x value. Now next, again, since we know sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. Now we have to find out the value of cos x. Since we know the value of sin x, then cos square x equal to 1. If we bring sin square x this side, it will become minus sin square x. Now cos square x equal to 1 minus sin square x. First we have to put the value of sin x, right? What is the value of sin x? It is value of sin x, it is 3 by 5. Value of sin x, it is 3 by 5. Since square is there, here put your square. Now next 1 minus, after squaring these numbers will get 3 3s are 9, again 5 5s are 25. Now after taking LCM is 25 minus 9, it is 16 by 25 cos square x equal to how much? 16 by 25. Now we have to find out the value of cos x. If we remove this square, we have to put this side 1 root over symbol, plus minus root over 16 by 25. Now this equal to 4 by 5, right? 4 4 is 16, 5 5 is 25. So cos x equal to plus minus 4 by 5. Now the thing is that here are two signs, isn't it? One is positive and one is negative. Now cos x is positive or negative, how to check? So according to question given that x lies in the what? Second quadrant. In the question it is given x lies in the second quadrant here, right? In second quadrant here only sine and cosec are positive, but rest of the trigonometric function are negative. That means here cosec is also negative. That is why we have to take here negative sign, right? Out of positive and negative sign we have to take negative sign, because x lies in the second quadrant and in second quadrant x is negative. So the value of cos x is minus 4 by 5. So here is the condition, cos x equal to minus 4 by 5. Since x lies in second quadrant, the value of cos x will be negative. So this is the value of cos x. Now we got the value of cos x, cosec x, sin x. Again 3 more trigonometric function are left, and those 3 trigonometric function are tan, cot and sec. Now cos x equal to how much? We got minus 4 by 5. Again, since we know cos x equal to 1 by sec x, so we can write here sec x equal to 1 by cos x, right? Since cos x equal to 1 by sec x, so we can also write sec x equal to 1 by cos x. Now we have to put the value of cos x. It is how much? Minus 4 by 5. This will be minus 5 by 4. So we got the value of sec x. It is how much? Minus 5 by 4. Next, tan x. So since we know tan x equal to sin x by cos x, now put the value of sin x. What is the value of sin x? It is given 3 by 5. So instead of sin x, put here 3 by 5, and cos x, it is how much? Cos x minus 4 by 5. So this equal to minus 3 by 5 into 5 by 4. So 5 get cancelled. Answer will be minus 3 by 4. So tan x equal to minus 3 by 4. Next, cot x. Again we know the value of cot x. It is how much? Cot x equal to cos x by sin x. Now put the value of cos x. It is minus 4 by 5. Again sin x, it is 3 by 5. This will be minus 4 by 5 into 5 by 3. 5 get cancelled. So minus 4 by 3. So cot x equal to minus 4 by 3. Now we got all the values of trigonometric function. Cot x is this one, minus 4 by 3. Tan x equal to minus 3 by 4. Sec x equal to minus 5 by 4. Cos x equal to minus 4 by 5. Cosec x equal to 5 by 3. Again sin x equal to 3 by 5. So this is the final solution. Now check here. Here only the value of sin x and cos x are positive. Look at here. Sin x equal to 3 by 5. Again cosec x equal to plus 3 by 5. Sin is also plus 3 by 5. But rest of the trigonometric functions are in negative. Look at here. Cos x equal to minus 4 by 5. Here also sec x is in negative. That is minus 5 by 4 tan x is also negative minus 3 by 4 cot x is also negative minus, that means 4 by 3. So this. Now next question number 3, cos x equal to 3 by 4 comma x lies in third quadrant. Now here x is lies in third quadrant, that means in third quadrant cot x and tan x are positive but rest of the trigonometric functions are negative in third quadrant. Question number 3, given cot x equal to 3 by 4. Since we know tan x equal to 1 by cot x, isn't it? This is the formula. So now put here the value of cot x, it is how much? 3 by 4. This equal to 4 by 3. So tan x equal to 4 by 3. Again we know the identity 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x. I have given all this identity in my previous video, so if you are new in my channel I will give the link in the description box, you can get from there. Okay, so now 1 plus, now put the value of tan x here. Tan x it is how much? 4 by 3. Since square is there, put your square equal to sec square x. Next this equal to 1 plus 4 4 is 16, 3 3 is 9 equal to sec square x. This equal to, after taking LCM it will become 9 plus 16 equal to sec square x, implied this implied 25 by 9 equal to sec square x. Now we have to find out the value of sec x, not sec square x. So this equal to sec x equal to plus minus root over 25 by 9. So this equal to plus minus 5 5 is 25, 3 3 is 9. So sec x equal to plus minus how much? 5 by 3. Now the case is here two signs are there, one is positive, one is negative. Now which one we have to write? So one condition is given, isn't it? What condition is given? X lies in third quadrant. The condition is given x lies in third quadrant, that means here all the trigonometric functions are positive. Here only sine and cosec are positive. Here only tan and cot are positive. Here cos and sec are positive. This one sec, right? Cos x and sec x are positive in fourth quadrant, but according to question x lies in third quadrant, means here x lies in third quadrant, that means here only tan and cot are positive but rest of the trigonometric function are negative. So that is why we have to write here sec x equal to, we have to take the negative one, right? Understood my point? So here this implied sec x equal to minus 5 by 3, because x lies in third quadrant and in third quadrant only tan and cot are positive but rest of the trigonometric function are negative. That is why for sec x we have to take negative 1. So this is the value of sec x. Here we can write, since x lies in third quadrant, the value of sec x will be negative. Now what we got? We got cos x value, tan x value, we got sec x value also we got. Now 3 more trigonometric functions are left to find out. Next, since sec x equal to minus 5 by 3, isn't it? Again we can write cos x equal to 1 by sec x, isn't it? This is the formula. Cosec equal to 1 by sec x. Now put the value of sec x. Sec x, how much it is? Minus 5 by 3. This equal to minus 3 by 5. So the value of cos x is how much? Minus 3 by 5. Next, we have to find out the value of sin x. Sin x equal to, we can write here sin x equal to tan x into cos x. How it happened? Because since we know tan x equal to sin x by cos x. Since we know tan x equal to sin x by cos x, so from this relation we can write sin x equal to tan x into cos x. Now what is the value of tan x? Here tan x equal to 4 by 3. Tan x equal to 4 by 3 into cos x is how much? Cos x is minus 3 by 5. Minus 3 by 5. This equal to, now 3 get cancelled, so answer is minus 4 by 5. So sin x equal to minus 4 by 5. One more trigonometric function is left to find out, that is cosec, right? Next is, we know cosec x equal to 1 by sin x. Cosec x equal to 1 by sin x. Now put the value of sin x, just we calculate, isn't it? This one, sin x equal to minus 4 by 5. Now we have to put here sin x equal to minus 4 by 5. This equal to minus 5 by 4. So cosec x equal to how much? We got minus 5 by 4. Now, since x lies in third quadrant, here only tan and cot are positive. Look at here. This is the value of cot x, it is positive. Tan x, it is positive. Value of tan x, it is positive. But rest of the trigonometric functions, that is this one, sec x equal to minus negative 5 by 3. Cos x is also minus 3 by 5. Sin x is also minus 4 by 5. Again cosec x is also minus 5 by 4. So this way we have to solve this. So in the next video we will discuss question number 4 and 5. So today that's all. Thank you, and I hope all you will understand it. It is not hard, it is very easy. So today that's all. Thank you.